Mm. Hey there, welcome to Pop Culture Cupid.
I'm Alison, love coach, here to help you single people find your way back to love.
And I'm Michal, I'm a single life coach. I help singles embrace themselves and their singleness, as well as develop a healthy self relationship.
In this podcast, we will look at how pop culture impacts romance, dating, and your love life.
And each week, we'll shoot another arrow through another pop culture delusion.
I thought we weren't going to do the whole cheesy thing.
And then burst into smithereens.
Oh my god, dude, that's so cringe!
Sorry, it's in the intro now.
If you make it through the chaos and you enjoy what you hear, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and go to all the social media.
At Pop Culture Cupid on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Enjoy!
We put out the clean sheets, we took a shower, we made sure we ate well, and it was just, we knew we were going to just spend the whole afternoon, and it was fantastic. And it's just this whole thing of like, we knew it was going to happen and we wanted it to happen well. And people kind of are going to say, yeah, but it puts pressure on it. But it doesn't put pressure on it. It's making sure that we've just got the time for it and that we'll feel good for it, because we want to have time. We want to have a good time. Kind of like, if you're gonna go out or something, like, you want to make sure you're going to have a good time. And so you just make sure you do everything right and be in the best condition. And so that's what we did.
In the optimal
conditions.
That's the thing. And yeah, Zev and I talk about this every time. It's like that sex in general should be like an extension of a date. To me, it's the best form of hanging out together. It makes us feel closer, and when we're having sex because of a rough period or lots of pressure and stress and thing going on, then we feel it. We feel that it impacts us because it's such a connecting experience. For us, it's like, I don't know, going out for a walk together and having a deep conversation. It's on the same scale, if not more. It's really like having a date in bed. And so, yes, especially when your schedules are so full, you have to schedule it like you schedule any other date in your life, And it's not because it makes it technical. It's the opposite. It gives it the stage and the pedestal that it belongs. You're giving it importance. Like, even, when something is important to you, you schedule it, and then you don't bail, you don't cancel, you don't move it when something else comes up. And you make time for it. And I really truly believe that this is more than just, we're horny, let's get it out and let's get to an orgasm. It's more than just, two people going at it because they're just animals. It's well, to me at least, and this is why I don't really enjoy casual sex at all. I feel like it creates this deep connection, and it's something, it's exciting and it's thrilling, and it should be. And it's also why I don't like quickies, because I like enjoying it. I like enjoying the process. I like being together and connecting and even getting to know each other more through this. Like, a completely different side of us comes out through this,
Yeah, I completely agree with that whole kind of analysis. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being horny and just needed to get it out, and that's not what you were saying, but it's just making it clear that there's nothing wrong with that. But there's
I hate that we have to make that clear. When you say one thing, then you have to make sure that people know that you're not offending the other side, or that you're not saying that anything else isn't okay. But sorry.
Sex, no, that's fine. I mean, sex is a complicated subject, because we call it sex, but we also call it making love. And in English, when we speak, we say have sex more easily than in French we would say making love. Like, do you see what I mean? Like the everyday phrases
sounds awkward.
Yeah, exactly. You'd say it in a special circumstance. But if you're making love with someone, it's you're wanting to seduce them, and you're wanting for them to seduce you, and kind of think about each other's needs, and it is just about connecting and feeling really good. And And which is why, like, orgasm is not, it's not the objective when you're having sex. You want pleasure as the objective, and you want to feel good about it and go and because if you want to orgasm, then if you know your body well, and if you know your partner's body well, and and all of this, then getting to orgasm should be very easy. At some point,
exactly.
there are tricks to it, and whether or not you're in the mood, etc., like, there are tricks to getting to certain orgasms easily. And granted, for men it's way easier than it is for women, but you still get to a point where you just kind of get the tools, and that's not fun, that's not connecting. You want to go explore other zones, you want to go explore what it's like to kind of tease and not go straight in, and just kind of make it a long term.
Yeah, just enjoy all of the elements of it, and really, I mean, I can not orgasm during sex and still have the best sex of my life, because I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying everything around it, and I'm enjoying the person that I'm with. I'm feeling connected to them. I'm feeling like we're in our own little bubble, in the zone. We're just enjoying what it is that we're doing, and we're not just waiting for it to be over or just want to get it over and done with. And I think that also I guess it's what differentiates casual sex from
making love with your partner,
from having sex with an actual partner. Yeah. And to each their own, but I feel like most people don't really know this. They don't understand this. I think especially with men, they don't know women's bodies very well. I mean, men's are very, very simple, so it's not that difficult. And another reason why I can't stand casual sex is because most men don't really care. I don't know if they don't care, more that they're just oblivious and no one ever tells them. But for women to really enjoy sex, it has to be longer than 30 seconds, and you have to touch and feel and lick and do all these kissing and other things in specific areas, and you have to really get into it. And just most men don't know how to do it or don't want to do it. And so I remember when I was like, and a lot of people were asking me, I'm sorry, and a lot of people were asking me, I don't know what exactly. I can pleasure myself more than most men can. And the only casual sex I've ever had, I haven't enjoyed a lick of it. And so what's the point?
Yeah, I agree. And I think so there'll be people listening that, men listening. It's not true. I'm not, I care about these things. We're not talking about you guys. We're talking about the other guys who don't care about these things. Don't be so offended.
Yeah, it's not you. Don't worry.
But no, it's true. And I think, so with, my partner, my boyfriend, my loved one, he is the typical guy who, with me, he cares a lot, but he will have had these kind of one night stands that he didn't really care, and that doesn't make him a bad guy. That just makes him normal. I've had one night stands that I did not care, and it's not the most enjoyable times. A lot of people say, there's this thing about you don't marry the best sex you've ever had, you marry kind of reliability and things like that. And I think that's so sad, because sex is something, as you were saying, like, about exploring and licking and teasing and whatever, but it's about building something really solid. And so yes, there's kind of like the standard traditional foreplay and missionary, like, everybody kind of starts off, I feel, with the same thing, but there's so much to explore, whether it comes to different areas of the body, or talking to each other, or playing games or whatever. Like, there's a world of possibilities that you can explore, and making it the best sex you've ever had. Like, probably your first time with someone isn't going to be as good as your first time with somebody else, or even your millionth time with someone. Well, million times is a bit much, but down the line with somebody else. But that doesn't mean that
it's very rare that the first time is ever good.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can be good, but it's hardly the best time, because you build on something. you spend so much time kind of like discovering each other, and I think there's a lot of being self-conscious on the first time of just, what does my body look like and what am I doing, what am I sounding like, which is fine, it's part of the process, it's all part of it. But you want to, yeah, you know, give your current partner a chance. If you're one of those people who says, I'm not married or in a relationship with the best sex I've ever had, then change that, build on it, you know. Don't go to your best sex ever, but if you are, the best sex you've ever had is not thanks to the person you were with, you were also there, you were part of it, and you know what you like, you know what you enjoyed. Tell the other person and communicate about it. And don't say, listen, I want you to do this in bed. Like, you know, it's guide them, have a couple of glasses of wine if it helps you. You know, there are ways of coming at it softly. Even if you do like really weird stuff, or I mean, not to judge or anything, but you know, there are things that are considered out the box. I mean, as long as you don't want to hurt the other person, you know, make sure that you talk about it. It's fine.
Yeah, even a year and a half into our relationship, Zev and I keep working on it and keep not actively, you know, analyzing everything, but just, you know, we just keep exploring and trying different things and talking about what we like and what we don't like, and just, you know, we keep, the more we get to know each other also, the more we enjoy it, you know, and the more we know how to pleasure one another, and the more we discover how much we have in common within this and how much chemistry we have. And it's just, that makes it so much better. The best sex of your life should be with the person, because that person makes it better, because you have such great chemistry with them, because you have such a great connection with them, and being with them is just so much fun and so great, and you're having, you know, you're just enjoying it. And if you love the person and you're not having great sex, then there's probably some miscommunication there, or maybe you're putting too much pressure, or maybe building it up too much in your head, or not giving it enough chance. I think there's a lot of variations, and we need to, and it's like a muscle, you know, it's something that can be worked on and improved and grow with time. And it's like I say about like I said this about the first dates and about meeting someone new. It's like we expect these fireworks and butterflies and rainbows and all these amazing explosions, and it's just not like that. And I think especially not on the first time. And I mean, the more you go and the more you work on it, that's when the fireworks